This time I'm going to show you my most expensive pants ever. In the beginning I bought them, I was happy, I paid a lot of money for them, and now my third pair and they are crap. This company has changed the formula. Hello and welcome back to Matti in Jokkmokk. Now the sun is behind the clouds, so this will be a difficult video to edit because it's cloudy, sunshine, cloudy, sunshine like this, and you had to live with that. Me too. This pants we're going to look at today is Klättermusen Freke, and I have both the original Freke and I have Freke 2.0. So I could compare them. I also think it's super important for all of you who look at different YouTubers, because a lot of you have seen me wearing these pants and it's not good only because I wear it. Klättermusen, who make these pants, was well known when I grew up as a company you could trust. They made clothes that never changed. They was quite boring clothes, always grayish, some boring color, but you kept them year after year after year. Today is different. Today it's a lot of nice colors and they changed models and they have changed the quality. Sadly. These pants we're going to look at today, the price in Sweden is something like 7,500 kronor, Swedish crowns. And if you translate that to euro, it's probably 800 or 900 euro for a pair of pants. That's expensive, really expensive for me. This is the most expensive pants I ever had. It is a Salopette pant, and with Salopette it is quite, do you call it bib pants? So it's quite high up and it comes over here. It's more or less 3-4 different materials. The first part is waterproof down here, and this waterproofs, it should be a waterproof winter all-round year pants for heavy duty use. The higher part here is breathable and it's also very flexible, and I don't think that material is waterproof. This part on the lower part of the leg is made of a kind of Kevlar that should be really tough, and maybe it's tough, I don't know. And the ass is also made of a kind of flex Kevlar, really nice feeling. And this Klättermusen Freke is one of the most heavy duty pants that Klättermusen do, and when they sell them that made for last, and they don't last. We look at this material, it's made of Kutan. Kutan, it's similar to Gore-Tex. It's this breathable, something waterproof material, but of course it's not breathing. You get condense in them, but that's, with this old one that was no problem, because you could have ventilation on the zipper on the side, very good, and it was breathable up here also. So I didn't have big problem with condense on Freke 1. This is the old model we're talking about first. What we have problem with is that the material is separating. So, and you know, this membrane fabric, they should not separate. There are 3 layers, and when these layers separate, you can see it especially around the pocket, and especially around it breaks actually when it separates, so that's not good. And I have sent 1 or 2 pair back to Klättermusen, and they have replaced them when this have happened to the material. But that was with the old Freke. We look at the back part of this pants. Here in the back you have a kind of Kevlar, elastic Kevlar. It's super nice. I'm sitting a lot on the snowmobile seat. you have drifting snow into the snowmobile seat and it melts, and I stay dry. It's the same when I run the quad, or if I'm sitting directly in the canoe in water, or if I'm sitting straight on the ground. This keeps my ass dry, and I promise you, I'm more happy with a dry ass than with a wet ass. So this is really good. This may be one of the best part of these pants, that you keep a dry ass. This fabric here up is breathable. You can, if you take the fabric like this and then you through the material, you feel that you can get air through it. If you do the same on this lower part, then it's windproof. You can't blow wind or suck wind through the fabric. But this higher part gives ventilation. And for me it's necessary because I'm working hard when it's cold and I want the hot air to circulate out with the moisture. I don't want the moisture to freeze in my pants. So that's a really good part of it. The pockets of this pants, you have two big pockets on the legs that are really useful. You can close them with zipper. They fit a big map in here and they are really good. Of course, when you put bad stuff in here, keys or whatever, they make hole in the fabric sooner or later. But you can't blame the pants for that. You should not put sharp things into the pocket. And I can also see that I have small holes from sparkles from fire, and that you also can't blame the fabric for. That will happen if you stay around fire a lot. When you look at the pockets up here, you have a telephone pocket here. This is on the old model. You put the telephone in here, and what have happened several times for me is that I put the telephone inside the pants and then you lose it. So that's bad thing with the number one. The number two Freke, the updated version, have the pocket like this. So that's really good. And they actually even have two pockets. That's one good thing with these pants. If we look at Freke number 2, they have this kind of same material probably, but you get condense in them because both of these pants have the same size and the length of the legs are the same, but the old one was a little bit more, give more space here. The new one, it's like, we call it a sausage skin. It's like that. And when you have it like that, you don't get ventilation. So in these pants, you get moisture. That's really crappy. It's also, when you continue looking at these pants, they have much tighter behind the knee. The part on the leg behind the knee and behind on the back side of the leg, it's much tighter. So my old Freke, I could put long johns under and they stayed warm, even in low temperature. You see all the dog sled videos, I have them and I use them in quite cold weather. These new ones, they are too tight. When the pants are tight, you get colder. So these ones are colder, much colder, but maybe more good looking if you're living in the city and walking on the streets in Stockholm. But I don't buy these pants for being good looking. I buy these pants for staying warm, staying dry. Both of these Freke 1 and Freke 2, they have pre-bend knees some little bit. When it's pre-bend, it's really much better. And this is the old Freke. They also have space for putting a knee pad, a very big knee pad in here. So then I have protected knee. That's super good if I'm standing on my knee around the fire, when I'm working with the dogs, if I standing on my knee and paddle canoe, I love it. This is good. With the old one, you put the knee pad from underside and then you close it. So that was the weakness of Freke, the first models. In the new one, you actually put this in from the top. Now this is without this knee pad, but I just showed you. But with these ones, you put the knee pad in from the top here. And that's really, really good because it stays there. What's not good with this? It's already from the time when I bought it. I got the package and I had to use them, but already in the beginning, this one's was broken. The Velcro here was broken. It wasn't broken. They haven't stitched it correctly. So I was a little bit disappointed. And this Velcro, I haven't opened them a lot. I have opened them maybe 10 times. And you see the Velcro already loosened from the stitches. This is where the stitches from the Velcro, it's not made correctly. This is where the Velcro start losing already after 2 months. And then we look at the lower part of the legs of these pants. As you see, I've used them a lot. This is my newest Freke 1. This one have a string here that you tighten around your shoe, and that's really, really good because it closes around the shoe. And when you have tightened it, it stayed tight, closed. What's not good is that this hanging around in the snow, and this get wet, and this get, if you're going into water and you're going up again, this gets so frozen and you can't open it. Then you have to melt it first and then open it. So if you can dry it every night in the cabin and you can melt it inside the cabin, it works. But when you're camping, this gets just more and more icy. So this solution on the old one wasn't good. On the new ones, they have an elastic thing here. It closes. It don't close as good as this first one, but you don't get the icy thing with the new ones. So that's also a good upgrade with this one. And then we had to talk about the Kevlar fabric on the knee and the Kevlar fabric on the lower part. When they sell pants and they say they have Kevlar fabric, you think that that's really good. But these pants I mostly use during the winter. I had to glue them because I get big rips here. It's easy to glue with some Liquisol, silicone, so that's not a problem. This is how they look after two winter seasons with me. I also have to make it like this. I'm living in this pants, so of course they break down in 2 seasons. So this is from 2 seasons. This is probably also 2 seasons, but this one is a little bit better. And now we're going to take a look at the new one that I just used a few months, Freke 2.0. This is how it looks already from March and April. 2 months with me in the mountain dog sledding. 2 months daily work, of course, but it should be Kevlar. And then we look at the lower part. 2 months with me. It shouldn't be like this when you pay 7,500 crowns or almost 900 euro or dollar for a pants. So that's really crappy, because they sell these pants made to last. This is not made to last. And I also had to show you one more thing that I'm disappointed with Freke 2.0, the new one. 2 months with me, and look at the fabric in here. This is the membrane. This is not the dry ass anymore when it's falling apart. When you look here and you compare to the ones I have used for several years, this is my old one. Of course it's a hole. 2 years running behind the dogs, doing a lot. But this, they have taped the stitches, and this one is more soft. When I look at this one, this tape is super stiff. And when you look how this have breaking around the pocket, the corner here, it's break around the tape. We also, at the same time, if you look here, have this separation of the material. So, as you understand, I'm really disappointed of these pants now. And this is Freke 2.0. If I could get more of this first model, I would probably get it. Because when I buy them, I get a very good discount, because we have used a lot of clothes from them. So we had a good price. I should not complain of that. We had a good deal. And I loved my Freke 1.0. But I will never ever get a Freke 2.0 again. And I also start avoiding the brand totally, sadly. Because this was a brand that I've trusted since 1989, when I get my first jacket from them. So, if you have any suggestion of some Salopette or bibs pants that could last forever for me, put it in a comment, because the winter is coming and I need new pants right now. And I don't know what kind of brand I should look at. I really don't know. I also want to say thank you to all of you, because we get so many nice comments and we get so many nice new Patreons and followers and whatever, and it's so nice to see that a lot of you subscribe to this. And we will come with more reviews of equipment, and we use our gear, and we know what we're talking about, because we wear them out, and if we are happy with something, probably you will be happy with it also. I hope next time I can show you some equipment that I'm more happy with, because this was sadly not good equipment. But that's all from me, Matti in Jokkmokk. See you next time. Ciao!